All praise is due to Allah. Peace and blessings be upon you. You're watching the channel World of Islam. O believers, Islam has established clear manners and noble etiquette for the relationship between husband and wife. Intimacy in marriage is not merely a physical act. Rather, it is an act of worship when it is done with the correct intention, seeking the pleasure of Allah and protecting oneself and one's spouse from what is forbidden. A believer approaches marital intimacy with the intention of guarding chastity and fulfilling natural needs through what Allah has made lawful. Before intimacy, it is recommended to seek refuge in Allah from shaitan and to mention the name of Allah, asking for his protection and blessing. Scholars emphasize that intimacy should not take place in states of anger, grief, intoxication, or emotional distress. Rather, it should be approached with calmness, kindness, cleanliness, and good character. The marital environment should be clean, dignified, and filled with affection, gentle speech, and mutual consideration. Islam encourages tenderness between spouses. Foreplay, kind words, and emotional closeness are part of the prophetic guidance, so that intimacy occurs with mutual readiness and comfort. Allah says in the Quran that spouses are a source of comfort and cultivation for one another, and this relationship must be honored with wisdom and mercy. Islam strictly forbids marital relations during menstruation, while allowing affection and closeness in other forms. It also prohibits intimacy during fasting hours of Ramadan, and while in the state of ritual consecration during pilgrimage. Privacy is an essential principle of Islamic etiquette. Intimacy must take place in seclusion, away from the presence of others, including children, and without exposing private matters. Revealing marital secrets or boasting about intimacy is strongly discouraged. Scholars warn against practices that contradict natural disposition, modesty, or physical and spiritual well-being. Islam permits spouses to enjoy one another within clear moral boundaries, while strictly forbidding acts that violate human dignity, natural order, or divine law. Mutual consent, compassion, and emotional safety are essential. Forcing a spouse into intimacy or approaching them while they are fearful or distressed is condemned, and scholars warn of serious spiritual and moral consequences. Moderation, balance, and mutual care are emphasized. Long neglect of marital rights can lead to harm, just as excess without wisdom can cause damage. Islam seeks harmony in both body and soul. After intimacy, maintaining cleanliness and personal hygiene is part of Islamic guidance, as purity is deeply connected to spiritual clarity and worship. Finally, believers are reminded that all aspects of life, even marital relations, are governed by intention, ethics, and consciousness of Allah. When spouses live according to these principles, their relationship becomes a source of mercy, tranquility, and reward from Allah. May Allah guide us to what pleases Him, purify our hearts, protect our families, and grant us success in this world and the hereafter. Wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.